welcome back to my flippin' van life. Today we are in Kansas City still, but technically in Kansas. We are in Shawnee, Kansas at the Shawnee Antique Mall. It's one of my favorites, and I spent a ton of money here real fast. Look at these cute little boy ducks. I'm sure they glow like crazy. And then over here they had some figurines, a little bit of Fenton. That little chubby bird was adorable. And they had the Fenton hobnail swung vase, lots of swung glass vases here as well. And then over here, they had some vintage Christmas, and I love this Santa. It was a Japan one. And then over here, they had a Rushton, and the Rushton was $60, but he had some wear, especially where his belt was. It was falling apart and some discoloration, but not a bad price for the condition it was in. Love seeing the Rushtons. The smaller one was only $10, and maybe I probably should have got them, but it's okay. I've got plenty of other stuff. Look at these goobers. They're just married trolls. I've never seen those before. I thought they were adorable, and they were $45. Super cute. And lower on the shelf, they had a little bit of dishware, salt and pepper shakers, just seeing if there's anything else cute and weirdo. And then look at this. This is an adorable paper mache, handmade, signed, vintage Santa pail. And I thought it was adorable. It was $40, which I don't know much about it, but I thought it was super cute. And when I say vintage, it's only like 20 years old, not terrible old. And then up here, you always got to remember to look up because you can find genie bottles, swung glass vases, all kinds of fun vases. Look at that purple one. It's amazing. And then they had Blanco for days. They had Blanco vases, Blanco water pitchers. Really fun to find, but at full retail. So don't worry, guys. I found a lot of stuff. It was a slow start. And then here it is, the Bittersweet Selection. This is an L.E. Smith panel, and it was $125. And even though that's just close to full retail, I got the panel one anyway for a mystery box sale because I thought that would be a fun chaser. So I did buy that one. And then they had the 3-toe in the milk glass, which is super hard to find. I've only had it a couple times, but it was $200. So I did leave that one. There I am, seeing how much it is. I left that one just because 200 was a little too high. And then they had this nubby butt, and it was green and fantastic, and it was $1,000. So that definitely stayed. But here is a shot of all of them put together, which looks really nice. And then here in this case, they had a ton of Viking. They had the fairy lamps, diamond point fairy lamps, and then they had some ashtrays. They had some decanters, a little compo Viking ashtray there. That was a fun one to see. Don't see that in black very often. Probably like an amethyst black, dark purple. And sorry for the glare, but there's a couple more Viking bowls in here as well. And then this case had a ton of Christmas, so of course I had to come and look at that. But again, it's all individually marked, so I get it. It's an antique mall. They don't want to sell in bulk, but very fun finds in here. Look at those mercury glass candlesticks. I've had those before. Those are fun to find. I don't see those often as well. Cute little Santa back there in the corner. Figurines. They had little deer, reindeer. Love the selection that they had. Couple more vintage Christmas items over here. They had the Rothrow Santa on skis. And I love how they put their Christmas in the jadeite. I think it just goes. Like, look at all those bulbs in the bowl, the jadeite bowl. It just pops. I think it looks adorable. I think it's a great decorating idea. Some Putz houses down there in the lower corner. And then over here in this booth, I had to come and check out the glass. There was the fattest Viking 6-petal. And here's a good example of how this one is the Viking. See how the base is perfectly rounded around the edge on the bottom? And then right next to it is the L.E. Smith version. And see how their base has a little ruffle? And it's not completely smooth. It's like petals around the bottom. That's how you can tell the difference between Viking and L.E. Smith when it comes to that version. And then up here, they had a Viking column in amethyst purple, and that was $200. Absolutely gorgeous to find. I don't think I've ever seen that in real life. I could be wrong, but I don't remember ever seeing that one. And then this vase had like some applied frit to it, so I wanted to check it out. They didn't have the maker on the tag, and I wasn't so sure. That turquoise fenton to the left of it was beautiful too. All right, over here there was more glass to be found. Look at the Blanco. Oh, that's Blanco up there. Real pretty. And then I found this is where it started to go downhill in a good way. Here is a raccoon cat, and I don't think I've ever seen the sitting cat before. It was only $22, so I did pick that up. And of course it's pottery, raccoon pottery. So I'm just checking to see if they had any more, but no more. They had some beautiful cranberry Jack in the Pulpit. That's probably pilgrim glass. They had a couple more fairy lamps. And then I found this large egg, and the Millefiori was applied on the outside, so it was textured. And it gave me Chinese vibes, so I put it back. And then they had a Charlton Fenton picture up here, and it was pretty. I've had it before. So I was like, I've had it a lot. So actually, I left it behind. Some cute Christmas in here. Look at this little pixie elf on the mistletoe. Thought that was adorable. And they had a little bit of more Christmas in the case. And then over here, I found a weed pot, and it was signed. It looks, I don't know. I just like the look of it. It was blue, it was white glaze. It was kind of simple, kind of matches everything. And it was only $9, so I did buy that. And then I'm looking up here, and I found some moon and star, and I found a couple of photographs. Nothing else, no other weed pots. Look at that cat, so cute. This is a fun little booth. And then the cases, that's where I spent most of my money. Look at that uranium glass moon and star back there. I don't think I've ever seen that one. And that goober owl was just as cute, adorable. I don't remember how much he was. And then up here they had the L.E. Smith three-toe in amethyst purple, but it was like $200 something, so I had to leave it. But it was beautiful to see. Again, harder to find color. And they had some bluebirds of happiness, and that purple goblet, that tall one, might be in Poli, not sure though. And then over here, what caught my attention was this frosted satin pink baby bud vase by Viking, and it was $45. And I'm like, well, let me shop around. I hadn't found any major purchases at that point, so I'm like, I'm just gonna look around, see if there's anything I want, because I don't know, I think $45 is close to retail, but a good price if for a collector. So I'm like, I'm gonna look around. And then I totally forgot about it because I found so much other stuff. All right, a little bit of Christmas in here. Look at the Santa, so cute. I don't think it's terribly vintage, so I didn't get any of the Christmas there. All right, here is another Starry Night by Lundberg. I have one in my possession, but while I am recording this voiceover, it has been sold during the paperweight train. So I'm tempted to go back and get it because it was $160, which I think is a fair price. And I am still in the area, so I'm going to think about that. And then over here, they had a Fenton little fairy lamp. And then they had some canisters, the moon and star, the full set, which is pretty cool to see. And they also had some stretch glass vases that are probably Asian imports. And then up here, they had a ton of the ones we know. Look at that evergreen Viking. That is a hard to find color as well. And then over here is a great example of the Viking long-tailed bird on a candy dish. And that blue one to the right is the L.E. Smith version of the long-tailed bird. So that's how you can tell the difference. Look at this shape. The Viking ones are a little bit more chubbier. The L.E. Smith ones are a little bit more lean and thinner. And there is actually a difference. See that amber one with a chubby ball in the back? There's a difference between that one and the regular size ball ones as well. I think there's a like short tail and long tail Viking technically, but we all call them long tail birds. Let's be honest, doesn't matter. And then here's the Lalique. Beautiful bottles down there. And then they had some figurines and knife holders and perfume bottles. And I was checking out, I love the crystal. I think it's gorgeous. The Lalique does a fantastic job. And then they had a couple of Steuben little, I think they're called hand warmers. They had the teddy bear, and I thought that was adorable. And then this booth is very MCM in style. Look at all of these swung glass vases. Down here, they had a huge selection. Kansas City, I'm telling you, Kansas City has all the swung glass vases. This is a diamond twist, very hard pattern to find. And I had it once in the uranium glass lime by Viking, which I got off of Facebook Marketplace for like 30 bucks. It was an insane deal. But this one was beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen the red one in person, the Amberina persimmon, and it was nice. And down here they had some check glass in the splatter, always fun to find. I think that was $30. Don't quote me on that. I think it was right around 30. So not a bad price for a collector. And back here I had to check out this derpy owl. Look at him. He's so derpy. He was made of wood and super lightweight and signed on the bottom. Edith did a really good job on this owl. I love the eyes. Okay, but there was, trust me, it's gonna get better, I promise. I was looking at this little weed pot and it was like right around $10, so I did buy it. I thought it was very MCM in style and I liked the glaze on it, so I bought it. And then there was this little cat. I don't know what that was made out of. It was almost like rock, like carved rock, and it was very textured. I'm trying to figure it out. I've never seen it before. I couldn't read the signature and my hands were too full to try and Google image it, and I don't know, I passed on it just because I didn't know what it was. And then over here was a whole bunch of Van Briggle that I had to check out. Here's another one of those singular vases that I like to find in the triple set. And over here was another simple little vase, and I think it was Roseline, I want to say, if I remember correctly. It had its original sticker, and I thought about it for a second because I liked the color, but I kept going. I was in a glass mood today, really in a glass mood. So even though I picked up 2 weed pots, I don't know, I was feeling the glass because this place is known for their fantastic mid-century glass. And then I found this Murano perfume bottle. It was only $15, but it didn't have a stopper. And again, I said I will come back to it if I feel like I need it, because I do have an extra stopper right now. I don't know if it would have fit that though, so that's what made me kind of like pass on it. They had a Viking candy dish with the lid. So pretty. I love finding those. I love the mini ones though. That was a regular size. They had a Fenton flower frog with a lady on it, some Franciscan appleware there. And then down here they had more glassware for the kitchen. Oh, and then I spotted a swung glass vase. I'm like, how did I miss that? Now this is probably House, H-O-U-Z-E. It's not a commonly known collected maker. And I could be wrong about the maker, but that's who I believe it is, just judged on the bottom of it. Peacock blue, always a good color. It had a fun mouth. It had a little fold in it towards the bottom. I was being super careful putting it back because it was in a tight spot. I have bought stuff from this vendor before, so I really took my time and went nice and slow in here. There was a cranberry opalescent Fenton vase. I've had it 100 times, but then this what caught my attention. It's the Twilight, and I have never come across a Twilight priced where I could buy it. I'm like, oh, this is inexpensive. And then there was a chunk missing on the bottom. So I was really sad about that. It is made by Tiffin Glass, so keep an eye out for that if you ever see it. It does fetch a really good price if you can find it in good condition. And then over here, I found a little more purple. It was not Tiffin, but it caught my eye, so I had to check it out. Some Fenton candlesticks in the Celeste blue back there. And over here they had a flower frog. I need one for my Viking candlelight, and so I'm on the hunt. That was not one that was gonna fit. But I had a look, and it was only like $5, I think, so it was a good price. And then they had a Heisey goose up there, and that was a really good price as well. I thought about it for a second. And then in here, this case, look at that perfume bottle. It is stunning. That cranberry shaker was so good. And down here they had some more Steuben hand warmers, and that Blanco like vase in the back that looks like a beaker. That was really good. I'm trying to show it to you. Trying to get a good angle. They had some Sabino glass in there. Just a really beautiful selection. That vase, I'm not sure who made it, but I did like the shape of it. Coming over here to show you a better angle of it. And then over down here, they also had some baskets, and that bowl was really interesting. And then they had some Steuben bowls on the bottom, and like a white carnival almost. So super fun stuff in here. This vendor DC probably had the best stuff there in my opinion. So I got a couple. They have a couple cases in this one store, so I did buy from them, just not from this case. And there's some art glass down there as well. That was really beautiful. And that vase, I want to say it's maybe an Eichel. I probably should have looked while I had somebody there to unlock it, but I forgot. I got so excited about the stuff I found, I forgot to say, oh hey, can you open this case? And there's a nice Dom piece there too. Dom crystals, oh gorgeous. Love seeing it in person. Look at that purple elephant. It's so good. Everything in here was just fantastic. All right, there's some Lalique up there. And then I wanted to show you a shot of the back of a booth. So don't forget to look through the back. And then I found this decanter. Remember, I just found the amber one the other day and in Indiana, and I'm like, wow, they don't know what it is either, but it has that same dimple. Okay, let's get serious right here. That Robert held heart, I bought it. That matte finish Murano, I bought it. And then up here they had some fantastic glass also. And then down here they had a little MCM cow bull, but look at that derpy dog. I thought he was amazing. There's a clown back there, and then a Blanco decanter with no stopper. I wish it had the stopper, but it was still priced well for no stopper. I think it was like $20. And then look at that Natroshka doll pin. I bought it. It was $20. I'd never seen it before, and I thought, well, I might as well buy it. It was a little pricey, but I got it. And then they had a couple more brooches in here. I think I got one other one in that Christmas tree right there on the blue paper I got. Look at these paperweights. They are stunning. Stunning paperweights. Little bird down there, and then that vase with the red applied flowers were gorgeous as well. Then over here they had some little figurines that I wanted to check out. Again, we're still in like DC's booth area. Look at these beautiful Murano Christmas trees. They were like $100 each, but that perfume bottle and that blue Murano vase, I bought those. They are stunning. I'm gonna do a quick little haul at the end of the video so you can see everything up close. More amazing paperweights, and those were priced right at full retail, so I couldn't grab those, though I did love seeing them. Nice Murano. And back here they had a stunning vase, and I'm not sure who makes it, that splatter glass one. It was gorgeous. And then I was checking out the jewelry. They had some genie bottles down in the bottom of this booth, and also some candlestick holders. Check out these little Kokeshi dolls. Really good prices. $10 on the smaller ones. I loved them. They were cute. What are these frogs doing? I have no idea what they're doing. I still had to show you guys. All right, stand by. So here's a quick look at everything I picked up. I found another one of these very thin, like, desert scape vases. I've had one like it. I still don't know who makes it. Here is the kitty cat with the raccoon pottery. I found a Blanco vase, which I don't know where that footage went, but I can't find it. That was $45. I'll probably put that in a mystery box sale. Now this perfume bottle is probably one of my favorite things that I got. It is stunning. I did pay up for it. It was $39, but I thought it was worth it because that stopper was fantastic. Here is one of the weed pots that I showed you in the video that I picked up. I found a mulberry Fenton pitcher. Yes, I know it has a handle, but it's a mulberry, and I think it was only $45, which is a really good price on a mulberry piece. Yes. And then I got the Murano Latticino vase because we have the tour of Italy coming up on Knickknacks pretty soon. Then here is another one of those weed pots. Oh, it was $9. I said it was $10. Even better. And I love the style of it. Very mid-century looking, so I did buy that one. Here are the brooches that I picked out of that case. This is an adorable Natroshka doll little pin. I've never seen that before. And oh, come on. And then I have this Christmas tree with like poinsettias on it, which I've never seen like that before. And then this beautiful brooch. I love the sparkle. Of course, I paid up for the bittersweet. I almost always do for my mystery box sales. And this is the Ellie Smith panel. And here is the Viking little trifle footed base there. And it was only $35, so that was not a bad deal for that. And then I got some paperweights. I already put them in the paperweight sale last night on Knickknacks, but I'll throw up some pictures of them so you can see those too. Here is the Robert Held art glass heart, and then I found a Caithness, which is a neodymium color shifting. And then I found this Murano Latticino egg. It's amazing. And I still have this Murano paperweight. I spent a total of $597. I paid up for some great stuff, but I love it. Here's some bonus footage.